That's what we was talking.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today on Educator Moves. My name is Tara, host of Educator Moves, and I just want to remind you the ultimate vision of why we are here. Simply to foster and inspire a community of educators to profoundly improve their quality of life through physical and mental lifestyle changes. We are planning to do this through 3 commitments in our vision. Simply provide a safe space to engage in collaborative conversations, educate people on overall health and well-being and how it's connected to their physical and mental status, and then also empower you to engage in a healthier habit that will lead to an overall improved sense of well-being. So with that being said, today I am here really excited to share with you one of my former colleagues that I used to work with. She's an avid fitness person, like working out 2 times a day, 3 times a day. That's a bit much for me, but I want to welcome Kathy with us today, otherwise known as the Mayor, to share with us a little bit about how she's able to balance her fitness life as well as her educator life.
Well, I try to make a good balance because in order to get through the world of education every day, and I'm at a middle school, you have to have a good balance with your work and your self-care. So I think that you have to be able to do both. It's important for your mental stability at work because you are challenged with a lot of issues throughout the day. And so you have to be able to juggle them and still be able to have a calm demeanor and be able to receive or help or resolve a situation. So the best way I found to do that was making sure that I was working out almost every day.
Well, you know, I feel like when I don't work out that I have a really difficult time being able to stay focused and really just get things done. So it's really exciting for me to hear that I'm not the only one that kind of feels that way and that it does help get things done. So talk to me a little bit about the gym you go to, their impact in the community, their impact on you for changing your lifestyle.
So Effect Fitness, I initially started at Effect years ago when the owner started in a garage in his townhome. He started right in his garage, and so I went to Effect, and I was a little younger, and so I think he told me to do something, and I told him no, and I did. I said I'm never coming back. Speed Up. I saw one of the owners, and I said that's my trainer. And so, and so he immediately told me I needed to come to the gym. And when the owner saw me, it was like I had never left. So that was in 2018. I went back to Effect, and I have been with them ever since. Their impact on the community, they are very big at giving back. We make sure we have book bag drives, back to school supplies, Thanksgiving, and our biggest event is always our annual Christmas event.
Wow.
We make sure that with that, we choose a school or we select students from various schools in the surrounding area. And we make sure that the children in the household, as well as the parents, are able to have a really good Christmas. And I think this year may have been our most successful Christmas because we did not know the true impact of what we were doing. We didn't realize it because a lot of the mothers and the children, they were homeless, and we never had that
Oh, wow.
Of a homeless population that we were servicing. So we made sure that the families had the gifts for the children in the household. And we also made sure that the families had gift cards to restaurants, stores, grocery stores. So I think this year, we really saw the impact of coming together to serve our community.
That's really good. That's really good. One of the things that, a good gym does is empower the people within it and the people around it. That's really exciting because I'm not sure that there's a gym here that does that just yet. So tell me about, I know you talked about what drew you to the gym, but tell me a little bit about your journey around fitness, and why was it important to you to focus on you and to become a little bit more physically fit?
Um, I think my focus came mainly from the challenges at work, day to day, and then also seeing my family. Several of
Mm,
my family members, my mom had cancer, diabetes, my dad the same. But I could see the impact those things had on their health.
mhm.
So my outlook was, well, I need to try to at least do my part and correct some of this before I get older and I can't, and it's out of control for me. So I think that's really kind of what steered me toward trying to live a healthier lifestyle.
That's actually really good because sometimes we can look at what we inherit or hereditary issues, and just kind of say, well, I'm just predisposed to that, so I'm just going to continue to do that. Opposed to saying, you know what, I'm predisposed to that, but that does not mean that I have to live with that. If there's something that I can do to reduce the challenge that may come from it, let me make sure I focus on doing just that. So I'm glad you made that change for yourself. Listen, I do want to kind of jump into something you're working on right now, your 75 hard challenge. Talk to me a little bit about what that has been like, and really what made you want to do that.
So I got curious because I saw one of the trainers at the gym. He did it um, at the end of 2022. So I kept watching him and watching his stories, and I could see the changes in him, in his body. And then, him just talking about how in his life he could see certain shifts with the
Mm,
challenge. So then I did a little research and I was like, okay, well, we'll try this. So probably me this time, probably me and maybe about 5 other people, we're in the challenge.
okay.
We're just trying to see what can we change about ourselves, inside and outside, and what type of clarity am I gonna fully get from this? What is this gonna help me change in my day to day? Not my exercise life, but my education life. How
Wow.
will this impact me as far as what my goals are in education and what I'm
Mhm,
trying to do right now? So I think that's kind of what drew us, and also the body changes. I wanted to
mhm,
change my body. I was like,
mhm.
I want my pandemic body back. But I know that I was like, oh my God, I thought I was fat. No, I'm fat right now. So, but I really wanted to see the changes that I could make with my body if I push myself.
Mhm.
I go every day. I love working out. I love my gym, but it's something about pushing yourself. And because
Yeah.
you've been in the bodybuilding competitions, but it's
Yeah.
something about pushing yourself to go just a little higher to see, okay, if I took it up a notch, what can happen?
Yeah. What's funny is when you say your pre-pandemic body, I can vouch for that because I didn't realize, I had stopped stepping on the scale. And so I didn't realize that I was even inching up uh, a little bit. And I think my pre-pandemic body was about 25 pounds less than my post-pandemic body.
Mhm.
And so really having to refocus on that because as you know, as an educator as well, during that time, we were on Zoom all day and trying to
Mhm.
plan, trying to teach, and the gyms are shut down. You're afraid to go outside and run into people, and just all kind of negatives actually happen
Yes.
mentally and physically as a result of that. And so trying to bounce back from that, I think that challenge is really good. I have never tried the challenge of 75 hard. I think, I have this mindset. if I can make it 4 times a week to the gym or some type of fitness, I'm good. So trying to say twice a day for 75 days straight, that
75
takes
days.
a level of discipline like none other. So I'm pretty sure you're definitely going to see a change mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that's really what it's about, because as an educator, you're giving yourself every single day to the job, to parents, to students, to other colleagues. And I know people will quickly say, well, that's what you signed up for in education, or you're a teacher, this is what you're supposed to do. But there's some teachers that are having even up to 100 kids a day. So that's 100 different personalities, 100 different parents. And if there are 2 parents, it could be up to 200 different parents having to engage in that. And so wanting to be your personal best is really something to be applauded. And if helping you get there through fitness is the way, I say definitely stick to it. I hope that at the end of your 75 days, that it will be my day 1. I'm going to look into the challenge a little bit more, but I am looking to challenge myself in different ways as well. And at 50, I am really looking to be my personal best on this next half of my life. I don't know about you, but as you get older, sometimes you kind of dread it, or you kind of feel like, but what the pandemic has taught me as well is that a lot of people don't make it another day. So I'm grateful and I'm blessed if I have another day, and I owe it to myself to honor my temple through making sure that physically I'm together, mentally I'm together. So before we wrap today, is there anything you want to tell us about, the bricks, what's the importance of working out? Because, I'm always wondering, what's the importance of the bricks? Why not just a stepper? Like why the brick?
This is something that the owner created in that garage. I could not tell you the rhyme or reason, but I know it does push you to another level, because it takes a lot to step up on a tall brick.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of movement, but I think more to just push us to try to see if we can make ourselves better.
Mm-hmm. And when I see the brick, I think what immediately comes to mind is no excuses, right? Like, because sometimes we want all this kind of fancy equipment and fancy gyms and different kind of things to motivate us, a fancy outfit. And if that's your motivation, that's fine. But to say if you don't have that, you could simply get a brick. So I applaud the owners for doing that. I know that your gym, you guys usually travel around to different places in the country. I know you're located in Atlanta, Georgia, but tell us a little bit about the next few trips that you guys are taking, and why are you the mayor? Like, why are you the mayor?
So I'll do the trips first. So the
Okay.
first stop is LA. I think I was told on the list this year, we will have Houston, DC, and Miami. Last year we went to Dallas. So, and then maybe 2 years ago we went to Vegas. So we just
wow.
LA. And I think I'm the mayor, one, because I talk to everyone in the gym. I talk to everyone in the gym, and everyone talks to me, and it almost runs all of the owners crazy. So that's first. And next, because I am the person that also does their merchandise. And so then they feel like if we get in merch, the mayor got it done. When there's no merch there, per the owner, I'm usually get fired. So you can watch the live. You can watch the live any given week. If something is not done right, I'm fired. And the viewers, even his live viewers, say, we want to keep the mayor. She reaches out to us. They were like, one day they were saying, we're just gonna have a whole campaign because we want to keep Mayfield as the mayor. And I was like, this is not right. This can't be right. But I think that's primarily it. I'm a little bit of a politician with people. I try to get things done in a timely manner. And I try to make sure we have merchandise and logos for all of the trips.
That's amazing. And, to me, it sounds like you have found your second love, right?
I
Education, your
have.
first love, this is your second love. And the way you go about empowering other people and bringing them in is by keeping them engaged. And that's half the battle, right? Do I go to a gym that I even like the people at the gym?
Right.
Because sometimes that can be a deterrent. And then how friendly are the other people? How do you bring me into the exercise? So that's exciting to hear that, because when I look at pictures of the gym, I haven't been to Atlanta in about 3 years, but I plan to,
Yes, you're
when
gonna
I
have to
put my
come.
feet down in Atlanta next time, I plan to take a class.
Yes.
But it's one of those things, and when I look at the pictures and the energy and just how everyone's working out, it doesn't matter the size, the height, the ethnicity, whether you're male or female, whether you're in a sorority or fraternity or not, but there are different events that are done to bring everyone together. And so that's really exciting. And I hope you keep doing what you're doing. Stay motivated, stay focused. And I can't wait to see what you're going to look like, feel like, and speak of or speak like after your 75-day challenge. So before we wrap today, is there anything that you wanted to share with the viewers, or anything more to motivate other educators to get really involved in being physically fit?
I think just to make sure you have a good balance and make sure you think about self-care. Whatever self-care looks like for you, make sure that it is something that you like and you love, and that it's something that is going to make you happy at the end, no one else but you. So I think sometimes we do forget about ourselves, because we have to care for so many individuals
Mhm.
as educators. So we have to just remember ourselves. We have to be loved too.
And with that, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, self-love is all about being physically, mentally, and of course, spiritually fit. And we hope that you're able to do that through a healthy lifestyle. Get to a gym near you, or get to Effect Fitness and get a workout in. Thank you so much, Kathy, for taking out your
Thank
time
you.
today. And my vote is for the mayor.
I'm glad to know that. Thank you.